So we're pretty much like in this area just behind us right there is the Ghost Street. There's lots of reasons why it's called the Ghost Street. One reason I heard was because all the shops open, all the restaurants, they open late at night, and that's when all the ghosts come out. Actually, I can ask someone, hey, 对不起，哥们儿，问你一下，对不起。One of the best things about being in China is that it's at such an interesting place. It's like modernizing in a way in which I don't feel like a lot of countries or the world has experienced. Just it's like growth and it's GDP and just how it's just, yeah, like the process of modernization in China I don't think has ever been, it's kind of unprecedented, like it's never been seen or happened before. That's why, you know, like this, the whole fairy tale of the sleeping giant is kind of something that's quite popular. People like to talk about it, and it's kind of scary for a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like the idea of China becoming the next world power. And in order to become the next world power, in a lot of ways it has to modernize, but then also in a lot of ways, like, it's also very traditional. So it's kind of stuck in this really interesting push and pull phase. Like, we want to modernize, we want to open up our ways of thinking and doing things and be more like Western countries, but like we want to preserve our culture and our traditions. So it's this interesting like tug of war between old and new. The development of subcultures, for example, is something that's also really phenomenal. A good example would be like the snowboarding. It kind of like still small, but growing really quickly. So I feel like if you're at the right place at the right time, you'll be able to catch these kind of things. I think that this space of like, you know, this interesting space of like old and new and like good and bad, and you know, this like polarity or this dichotomy is really interesting. And I think like as a filmmaker, especially if you're an African filmmaker and you put in an African perspective in these kind of things, then you just invariably will have something interesting in your hands. I think that's what it comes down to.